Hi, it's new lesson day, and we're going to continue with our last week's lesson, which was basically Fool in the Rain. We'll do a little bit of review, and then we'll finish the main groove for Fool in the Rain. Quickly, somebody asked me what kind of sticks I use. I use so many different kinds of sticks, and sitting on the floor toms right now, there's at least a dozen pair of different ones because I was doing a video about the sounds of cymbals with tips and stuff a couple of weeks ago, and I still haven't put these away. The particular pair that I'm playing right now is a pair of they're Vader SD9s. These are hickory. I tried these when I usually use fusions, but when I was setting up my bigger kit, which was had an 18-inch floor tom, I wanted a little bit more beef behind the shaft of the stick. That's a little bit bigger, but the tip is still cymbal friendly. So I'm a big fan of the SD9s. I'm a really big fan of the new Keg 5Bs. But right now, this is what I'm using, the SD9. So that answers that question. So also what I did is I changed ride cymbals because there's going to be a part 3 of this Fool in the Rain video, and it will be the chorus section and then the samba section. We'll finish that next week. But today, it's just finishing the main groove. A quick review, it's a halftime shuffle. Your right hand's playing this. And your snare is playing a backbeat on 3. That's what makes it halftime. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. At the end of some of his phrases, and I mentioned it every 2 bars, every 4 bars, I listened to it again just because I haven't heard it in a while. It's really more like every 4 bars after the intro, and then it's like 8 and 16 bars sometimes before that happens. The bass drum was a swinging pattern. Okay, and I went ahead and put a tambourine, a jing ring on my hi-hat just because Bonham does that. But it won't be necessary for this song, but it'll make a big difference in the continuation of the lesson next week. So what we're going to do today, I'll play the groove without the ghost notes. So this is what we finished last week. And then we put a hi-hat opening on 2. So when I say it's on 2, it's actually the foot closes on 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's the basic grooves without the ghost notes. So now there's a couple different versions of this and lots of versions on the internet where people are playing different things. I think the main groove is a ghost note on 2, the second note of the triplet on 2, and the second note of the triplet on 4 with a backbeat on 3. So a ghost note is a quiet tap in between the shuffle. So I hear it 2 different ways, but the main one is this. I'm doing 1, 2, a ghost note there, backbeat on 3, 1, 2, and then on the 4, I beat 4, I'm doing on the second note again, I'm doing a ghost note. 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2. Sometimes I feel like he puts one on beat 1 as well. 1, whatever you want. I think most of the time it's just on beats 2 and 4 on the second note of the triplet. So I'll play the beat. This is without the hi-hat opening as it is, and then we're going to try to add the ghost notes. No hi-hat yet. So now, again, the hi-hat's on beat 2. And I had mentioned last week that you don't really need to accent that. I listened to it again. It is pretty prominent. So what I'm playing is, I'm going to actually accent with the shoulder of the stick. And I come back and hit on 2, even though the hi-hat's closing on 2. There are no videos that I know of him doing it. So I don't know if he leaves that out or hits it when it's closing at the same time. For me to hit it while it's closing makes the ghost note placement on beat 2 easier to do. So let's try to put the whole beat together. All of it together. So the ghosting is 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2. If you want to practice that, you could do that. If you want to practice putting the hi-hat in, and then you can put the bass drum in, or you can get the groove going without the hi-hat. The main groove to Fool in the Rain. Next week, we'll do the chorus section, which goes to a drag triplet on the hi-hat on the cymbal dub. And then we'll do the samba section, and we'll finish off Fool in the Rain. So that's none of the fills, that's just the ghost notes, the main groove. Have fun with it. Great beat.